You need to visit this hidden corner of the Brecon Beacons that most people completely overlook. Although, before we'd even got to the car park, things were already going wrong. Come join us at the start of Llia.
Can you not shake the car?
I can't help, like, driving.
I hate you.
Don't look at me, my fault.
It is your fault.
Right, sorry, I'll contact the council and I'll get them to fucking tarmac off the Brecon Beacons so you can make a video. Club. So today we're in Llia. The plan is to get to the top of Llia, although Sarah wants to go up the other side, but I am very much insisting that we don't, because Sarah's a huge fan of walking through fucking bog and I am not. So this side of the river today. Go on, my heart holder, up the hill. So this wasn't the original plan for today. Originally we were going to go to Llia because Sarah woke up this morning and there was snow on the peaks. However, by the time she managed to get herself ready, most of the snow had gone. So we've driven to Llia because there seems to be a little bit of snow left on the peaks. The time will tell. I'm very, very sure that the path used to be quite a lot more distinct than this.
I don't think it was.
There we are. Looks a bit better. Fuck's sake. I mean, technically this change of route was my idea to try to avoid the bog, but seems we walked straight into it. Fucking brilliant. There it is. Fuck's sake.
How's the bog walk going?
Well,
I don't know bogs.
We've done
We're not going up the other side because it looks too boggy. We were going this side, he said.
a third of a mile and I got wet feet already. Yeah, I mean, I'm like a strange mix of hot and cold. Less than a mile in, we're having disagreements. Sarah seems to think that the path is there. The path is quite clearly here. We have done this mountain before. Cut that bit off because I'm not actually saying anything. Sarah Cross, obvious path. You just want to get lost, don't you? You just will not admit being wrong. Come on, my love. This is the path. Fuck knows what she's doing.
Thomas decided to make his own route, doubting my ability.
So Llia isn't the most difficult of walks. It's quite gradual from the car park. It takes a diagonal to the summit. The reason we've chosen to do this today is because, well, two reasons. We live close and it avoids the hustle and bustle, busyness of the central beacons. I can only imagine what Penavon is like right now. The car park would be absolutely heaving. There's no way she's found a path up there. It's turned into a bit of a solo hike. Nice bit of peace and quiet now. Can't fault it.
I am on the official footpath by OS Maps, which I'll load. Thomas is not, while saying he is, but he uses a different app, which I don't think is as good as OS Trails, well, Ordnance Explorer map.
I think the title of this video is just going to be Tom Hikes Llia, because I am literally just on my own now. So it was a nice thought doing a hike together, but it's just not always panned out today.
Just gonna show you what I'm seeing. 360 views, and the incline is getting less now we're reaching the elevation height, so not much further to go, just up there.
Somewhere in the distance is the silhouette of Sarah Cross. I'm sure knows where she's fucking going. Right about now, I bet she's saying to herself, oh, I should have stuck with Thomas, because Thomas has got all the liquids. She'd be dying of thirst. But that's what happens. Stubbornness kills.
So this has turned into a solo hike because Thomas is stubborn and thinks that he's on the right path, when this is the official OS path. That is unmarked. I don't know where he's going, but I'll catch him at some point. However, he does have my coat and sunglasses and pop. So yeah, I hope you don't go too far. You can see the top is up there.
Still no sign of Sarah. God knows where she is. And you think you're about to level off. Llia is one hell of a false summit. Cleared the initial summit and now I got this in front of me. Fun times. Sarah Cross spotted on the horizon. I'm guessing that these two paths merge at some point.
So I found Thomas walking over there. I think he's GoProing me as I'm filming him. And here it is. Looks like I'm going to make it first. Thomas is still over there, and he is the faster walker as well, so I'm well chuffed with that. Annoyingly, that isn't the summit, it's still over there. So I'm going to have to get my speed on to beat Thomas to it, because I think our powers will join soon.
Nearing the summit of Llia now. Not sure if this is the trick point up here, I can't quite remember. But it does have excellent views of Condé and Penavon. Much rather be here today rather than up there with all those people. We seem to have found ourselves a Sarah Cross walking through a fucking swamp. Hello, dear.
Hello.
Was you on a path?
Yeah.
It was a path. Yeah, I did look. I didn't want to admit it, but you were on the Beacons Way and I was basically on a sheep track in fairness, but...
So, it turns out we ended up on the same path. And I'm back to having a coat if I want it. Squash,
and a drink as well.
because Tom does this quite often. Runs off with my squash and coat and stuff. Don't you?
I mean, this is quite a mild one.
Yeah.
Did you on Penavon that day?
Penny found it in a lot deeper snow. And a lot bigger route than I think this one is.
Yeah. Well, took an entirely different path for Sarah. Left her rather dehydrated. I'm a bad man, bad man. At the top, like I said, we've got views of Penavon. We also have views of Llia van Vach, which is the original plan from this morning. But it does look like there's no snow there, so I think we've definitely taken the right route. Although there's not that much snow here either, to be honest. I was very grateful to have rejoined. She gets to do a costume change. We've just reached the summit of Llia. Sarah's a little bit behind because she's admiring the views, but yeah, beautiful 360 panoramic views. What a spot, what a spot. I think the plan is now to extend the walk over to the next summit, which is also a Nuttall. But the going looks pretty simple from this point onwards. Flat and over. Let's go, Sarah Cross, let's go.
We've never actually been up this side before. We have been to, where is it, Llia Villa?
Pardon?
Llia Villa? Where have we just been?
Llia.
Llia.
Sarah is very English and therefore struggles with
Llia.
No, Llia.
Llia.
Something like that, Sarah Cross.
Yeah, practicing Welsh again. But yeah, we have been to that summit before, but we've never gone further over. So this is really fun because I do like to try and add on bits we've not done before.
So the next summit is called Dringarth.
Dringarth.
It's a bit easier than Llia for you, isn't it?
Yeah. I actually quite enjoy doing a bit of solo hiking there, Thomas. And I want to, this year myself, do a solo through hike. At some point I'd love to do the coast, the Rainwhite coast to coast. And I like to do that solo because I don't like Thomas very much.
That's fair. It just means I get a week apiece in the house, so it's fine.
2 weeks probably.
2 weeks.
Only joking. I just want to do it for me because it's the challenge and I like a challenge, and that's something I'd quite like to do. So at some point in this year I'll be doing a few experimental wild camps and walks solo, because I'm not going to go straight into a 14-day Rainwhite challenge.
So we were discussing this yesterday, and I think probably around a 40 to 50 mile 2-day hike would be suitable. So something on the Beacons Way, maybe something where I could drop it off at one end and pick it up 2 days later, but time will tell. I just wait for that phone call in the middle of the night. Thomas, I'm scared. Come and get me, Thomas.
Maybe. Thomas just had to chase the drone. I wasn't fast enough at getting the GoPro to work because I'm not very good at working this out. I keep looking at it like this thinking, why is it facing me? Odd thing.
Just turned around and the reservoir's come into view. Now we're not really sure exactly which reservoir that is because we thought there was a road down there, but it looks beautiful nonetheless.
Extra felt.
So that's the reservoir. So there's quite a stark difference between where we are now. Sort of not quite in the central beacons, we're not far from it. Just in the distance is the Cambrians, and you can see how much flatter the terrain becomes.
A kite.
Oh, okay, she was right, there is a kite. Why are women always correct? Breaks me. Sarah's just spotted a load of frog spawn, and off camera she's literally just said to me that she wants to film frogs shagging. I can't actually see any frogs here, so I think she's out of luck. So it appears that there's no trick point for the second summit either, which is always a little bit disappointing, but I'm just happy to be out. These views are phenomenal. It's nice to be able to see more than 300 feet in front of you. So that is it, that is the top of Dringarth. Absolutely amazing views, no trig point, but it does have a nice little lake, no frog spawn.
Thomas said the path just disappears. I think I can see the path quite easily actually. Use your eyes, Thomas, use your eyes.
Don't fucking stop, don't stop. Having reached the top of Dringarth, we decided it would be a shame to stop there, so we changed the plan slightly and added in another Nuttall. Hills around Dringarth form part of the Black Mountain Range, one of the oldest landscapes in the Brecon Beacons. The rock here was formed around 400 million years ago, when this area was covered by rivers and desert-like plains.
Beautiful, happy here now.
Sarah has this tendency when we're on a walk to start small and just add more and more and more onto the walk. So what was originally going to be a 2.2 mile to the top and then just 2.2 back has turned into, well, we don't know what it's turned into yet.
Maybe 10?
Maybe 10. What's going to end up happening here is we're going to get to about 8 miles and Sarah's going to say, oh, I'm tired, and then make me push her the rest of the way. So stay tuned for that. So that there was the second summit. The plan is now to head to this summit, which will make it the third Nuttall of the day, and I think we can loop back around this way down into the valley to make it a nice circular walk. So I think in Sarah's brain she thinks that that is the top. Looking at the map, I don't think she's right. I think that's a false summit. I think the top, the third Nuttall, is significantly further. So cue Sarah's whinging. It's like quicksand. Just jump in, see what happens. How bad can it be? I think most people spend a lot of their childhood worrying about quicksand. Quicksand never really became as much of a problem as I thought it was going to be. Same as black holes and the Bermuda Triangle. So So while I was talking shit about quicksand and jumping through the triangle, I've come off path and I've actually walked into quicksand now, so turns out my fears were warranted. At this rate, we might as well tick that one off as well, she says. Sarah, in the politest way possible, fuck off. So the plan is, we're currently in between Fan Dringarth. We're heading towards Craig, Cerrig, Glasiad.
Another Nuttall to tick off.
Looks like a hell of a ridgeline around the back of that.
Yeah.
Settlement, was that?
Find out, won't we?
Maybe we'll settle there. So our final plan was to hit this summit here and then double back, but again now Sarah is insisting there's a trig point there, so I think we can walk summit, and according to my map this is a path down into the valley that eventually rejoins the road, making the walk a full loop rather than having to retrace our steps. I've been wrong before. So all the while Sarah's been adding miles and miles to the walk. It's only just dawned on her that I didn't make food this morning, so I mean she did have a fairly hearty breakfast, but
A chocolate bar would be nice.
yeah, well, we have nothing. Looks like the summit's just come into view. Looks like it's marked by a cairn as opposed to a trig point, but it'll do seeing as we head into the trig point over yonder. Nearly there, Sarah, nearly there.
I don't know if I want to go up there now.
It was your idea, so it's
No,
happening.
but it's more uphill.
It's not more uphill, it'll be fine. So just reached the third summit of the day, also in Nuttall, Craig, Cerrig, Glasiad. It's turned into quite a large hike, this one, although we're only about 5 miles in, but it's at least 5 miles back. Oh. Sarah spotted another pond, and the theme of the day is if there's a pond there must be frog shagging, so we're gonna go see. I'll be honest with you, Sarah, I'm not seeing any frog shagging.
No, not today.
What a shame. So it's just come into view now, the car park at the bottom of Pennyvan. As expected, you can see it glistening away, absolutely heaving. Meanwhile, we're pretty much just the other side of the road, and we've seen, what, 4 people all day? Absolute bliss. That is the final bit of incline of the day, assuming that we don't have to go back up once you've gone back down into the valley. And trig point is finally in sight. Let's go. That is it. Trig point done. Nuttall number 4. All downhill from here.
Oh dear, it's getting harder. Ow.
Such grace. Such grace.
I got there. That's a tall one.
Doesn't quite feel like a mountain unless it's a trig point. Right, way down time. So for the record, the top was 5.65 miles. We're expecting it to be slightly shorter on the way down, but time will tell. Say that again, Sarah. Did you say you're glad that we did this walk, which was ultimately my route?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah, I am glad.
Exactly.
I've really enjoyed it.
Tom knows best. Tom always knows best. So I plotted a route back that quite obviously avoids, number one, taking the same route, and number two, any more inclines. But Sarah, on her classic use your eyes line, seems to think that this is going to cause a problem.
Why don't you show it?
We just walk down into the valley and around the valley.
And back up the hill?
No, not back up
and
the
back
hill.
Up the hill.
Ye of little faith. Have I ever got you lost before?
I don't think you'll get me lost. I think you're going to make this very difficult to get back to the car,
No.
as in more incline. We're walking down,
Yeah.
and then we're going to have to walk back.
No, we're going to walk down and then around.
How? There's a
Ju-
hole. Show the hole. Show them the valley. We'll have to cross the hole, the valley.
She's full of shit. I don't really know what's happened here, but what was a path is now a river. Must be some sort of natural spring or something.
I have little faith.
I will get you home, Sarah Cross. Don't you worry. I'll be honest. I promise Sarah that there's no up in this walk. Looking at this valley, I think she might be right. I think we might have to go back up the mountain. But shh. I'll be honest, this is not the best down path. We are losing a lot of elevation quickly, but it's a bit rough on the knees. Should level off soon enough. Oh, fucking hell, almost went. Yeah, it really is. And slippery.
I just slipped there. I need new boots for more grip.
Nearly down. Nearly down.
So we have found these amazing little waterfalls coming down and little dipping spots. I'm sure there's probably more up and down the valley.
Oh, fucking dear. Success. So, cross the river, grip my shorts, and turns out we need to go back the other side of the river anyway, so that was all for fuck all. So there. Right, hopefully that's the last of the river crossings. So I think that concludes the river crossing saga. We are done. We've got wet feet, ripped shorts, but the path's looking pretty good now. Doesn't feel like Wales. It feels like being abroad.
It does, doesn't it?
Strange little valley. Real nice though.
Feels like being in the Pyrenees.
Yeah, hidden gem.
So pretty. I'm glad you brought us this way now.
Until it goes back uphill.
If it goes back uphill, I'm waiting at the roadside. You can do the walk back to the car and you can pick me up.
This is essentially the moment of truth. This is where we see whether we have to go back up or not. And fingers crossed, should be fine. So we're evaluating how far we have left, and to me it looks like we've got a very long way. Now we don't have any food, we're running out of water, so Sarah's brainwave has been, shall we order a Just Eat? Now I don't think Just Eat deliver to the middle of fucking nowhere. A KFC would hit the spot right now though. we do appear to be going back uphill. While it seemed sort of quite funny, the prospect of having to go up earlier, it's not quite so funny now. I think that's the last of the up, Sarah. Hopefully.
Let's see where we are, shall we? We are on.
Son Helen. Run straight past our house as it happens.
And all the way to North Wales.
Last of the uphill section conquered, I think.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Should just be a nice, relatively flat path now all the way back home, so long may this continue.
It's rather hot.
Yes, very hot.
Okay, there's a trick over there. They should go do it.
Nope. Clever clogs. So we are 8.5 miles into the hike, and it's strange what the miles will do to your brain, because the enthusiasm I had this morning for this barbecue dropped off entirely. So I think we're kind of in agreement that the plan this evening will be a takeaway pizza, but it'll be guilt free because we will have done however many miles by that point, probably over 11. Long hot day. So if you recall earlier, I said when Sarah gets to around 8-9 miles, starts to slow off, starts to ask to be pushed. Didn't catch her on camera, but she's just asked to be pushed.
Go on.
Yeah.
I hate the squelch.
You have about 2.5 miles remaining. You can see in the distance the path curls round, hits the road, and then that road should lead us straight back to the car. But uphill first. When you think that you've had the last of the river crossings, this path just keeps on giving. I mean, that's an approach. That's an approach I'm going to take as well. Okay. The gift that keeps on giving. The road is literally there. Oop. And onto the tarmac section. Let's go. So, walking back down the road section, the last final mile, there are quite a lot of useful pull-in spots and wild swimming spots. Yeah, that is real nice.
Nice little park up areas.
Just come back into view. Nearly there. Nearly there. The irony of the situation is, the path that we're taking down back into the car park is the path that I wanted to avoid this morning and mocked Sarah on.
And the path up the mountain I wanted to go up,
which is up there, was actually quite good. So I chose the boggy path, and I've had to walk on this boggy path regardless, so I lose. Just like that, back in the car park. This has been a video of 4 unknown, or relatively unknown, Nuttals in the Brecon Beacons. Plenty of wild swim spots, hidden valleys, and more. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Is that nice?
it's lovely.